Hello everyone, I Prasanna. My topic is binary search. Binary search is a type of searching method which overcomes the linear search, and we can easily search any element in a given array with binary search method. So let's consider an array as data, which is a linear array, so which stores 8 elements into it: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. These are arranged in ascending order. We have to keep this in mind. In binary search, first of all, we have to check if the array is in like sorted form, which is in ascending or descending order or not. Accordingly, we have to do further operations. First of all, we have to consider the lowest bound, which is the lowest index value, that is nothing but 0 over here, and the upper bound, which is 7. So first of all, we have to find the mid elements index of the array, which have an formula which is lower bound plus upper bound divided by 2, and it will give like 0 plus 7 divided by 2, which is nothing but 3.5. Now we are not considering it as 3.5 because it is not any of the index, so we have to come on any like in round of value. So we have to consider the nearest lowest round of value, which is nothing but 3. So our mid value is 3. The element 13 is present, and let's consider we have to find search for atom is equal to 15. That's all of assigning values. And if we take further look on, this is all about assigning values. Now if we take a further look on like algorithm, which says that we have to consider big as our lower bound and end as our upper bound, and after that we have to check two conditions in while loop simultaneously. These two both conditions should be true, and then only the further steps under while loop will be executed. The two conditions are big is lesser than should be lesser than equal to end, and the second condition is mid of data should not be equal to atom, and until the mid of data is not equal to atom, under the while loop steps will be executed. So firstly, if we take a look on this array only, if the mid of array, which is 13, is not equal to 15, which we have to find, so yes, it is true. So it will come under the following statements: the mid element is not equal to the element which we have to find. And now we know that if it is not equal to the mid element, then what it is present at, it is greater than the mid element or lesser than the mid element. That only we had written over here, that the element we have to check is smaller than the mid of data. So if it is true that if it is present over here, which means that the element we have to find is smaller than the data, then it will execute this statement, which is end is equal to mid minus 1. If it is present over here, then this whole part would be ignored, and only this in this part we have to search for further. We can do one thing, which is we can set the low upper bound as here. Ignore this part, and we can only further focus on this part only. So for this we can write lower bound is equal to mid minus 1. It's written over here that end is equal to mid minus 1. If it is not present over here, and else we have to check in this part. If it is present over here, then we have to ignore all this part, including the mid part also, because we have checked the mid part on like already over here, that if it is not equal to element. So in this condition, as we know that we have to check for 15, it will execute the else part only, and the statement that is big is equal to mid plus 1. Further, again we have to perform this operation to find mid in this particular part. Now lower bound will be 4. Here will be lower, and here is the upper bound. Upper bound doesn't change in this case. Now we will again find mid of this particular. So mid will be different for this. What will the mid? Mid will be again we have seen here that mid is beginning plus end divided by 2. That is nothing as on our beginning, and 7 is our end. So 4 plus 7 divided by 2, which is nothing but 11 divided by 2, and is equal to 5.5, which is equal to approximately, we will consider it as 5. So at 5 our mid will be okay. After this again it will check, and we have to find is equal to mid of data. Then we will see, yes, it is equal. So element we have to find, we already find it. After that what we have to do, once we get to know that element that we have to find is equal to mid of the data, then we have to set the location. This location signifies the index place of the element we have to find, and the index place value is stored in this location variable. So for that we can say location is equal to mid, and mid is equal to 5. So that's it. This is how we can find and else set location equal to null means if it is not found anywhere in the array and the element we have to find is like not present in that array, then location must be like null. That's it. Thank you.